Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, hello and welcome onto the campus of Abington High School for tonight's boys varsity basketball matchup. It's the Randolph Blue Devils and the Abington Green Wave. As always, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, joined alongside tonight by Joe Beaver. Joe, big matchup. Abington trying to end the season on a high note. They got the big victory on senior night against the Norwell Clippers. They're looking to keep the ball rolling as we head into the South Shore League tournament here tonight against Randolph.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what Matty McGuire and his Green Wave squad has to offer tonight.
We also have returning, you just heard his name, Antoine Graham Jr. back from a short leave of absence from the team over COVID-19 contact tracing. The sharpshooter back in action tonight. The Green Wave have missed him for the last couple of weeks. The Randolph Blue Devils wearing their visiting blue jerseys, blue shorts, black trim around the white numbers and lettering. The Green Wave in their home white jerseys, white shorts, green outline around the white numbers and lettering. We see Tommy Finera, Derek Nuttall, Matt McGuire, Andrew McCluskey, and Antoine Graham Jr., the five starters for Coach Pete Serino's Abington Green Wave. Blue Devils have opening possession. Malik White inbounds the ball. We are underway. Three-pointer off the bat is good off the bat for the Randolph Blue Devils. That was number 2, Malik White, the junior. McCluskey answers with the 2 on the other side. 7:36 to go, first quarter. Young team, Joe, for the Blue Devils, only 3 seniors. Of course, we know there are 5 elder statesmen suiting up for the Green Wave. Derek Nuttall, one of those 5 seniors, gets the call there. The Blue Devils will take over. 2 freshmen on this Blue Devils roster as well. Green Wave is, we have mentioned, Joe, made up of entirely upperclassmen, all juniors and seniors. So we'll look for Tommy Finera to lead the Green Wave next year. He comes down with the rebound there. Finds the lane, lays it up. Strong. No good, but he is fouled on the way up and will be at the line for 2 shots.
And Tommy Finara is one of the best point guards on the Green Wave team, and he averages the most assists.
Well, as the team gets back together piece by piece, Joe, let's talk about the contributions of Antoine Graham Jr., the standout junior starter, who is probably going to be in contention for top scorer next year with the graduation of Matt McGuire.
Yeah, you know, he's a phenomenal defender, and he's really great at working the ball around on offense, and he can shoot too, so he's quite the threat.
This is Anthony Williams Jr., the senior, to Malik White. High off glass, no good. Matt McGuire. I'm shocked he is... Well, you said Antoine Graham's leading the team in assists, right?
Tommy Finara.
Tommy Finara.
Most assists per game.
You got to think, for rebounds and points, it's going to be Matty McGuire.
Yeah, when I was looking at the stat
I mean,
sheet, yeah.
Derek Nuttall might be in contention for the rebounds as well. Here's Williams. Out of play off of Abington. The Blue Devils will retain possession. These two teams met a couple of weeks ago in Randolph. The Green Wave victorious in that effort. I want to thank our friends over at Randolph Community TV for providing us that game. Two minutes in to quarter number 1, 5-3, the Green Wave on top. Fanera to Graham. He pump fakes. Works his way in. Now takes the long two. No good. Anthony Williams Jr. with the rebound for Randolph. Busy week busy night, I should say. This is the third game of 3 here in the gym today. The JV team handling East Bridgewater, the Green Wave freshman team falling to Middleborough to end their postseason South Shore League tournament. Three no good. McGuire with the rebound. Of course, tomorrow night, the Green Wave ice hockey team will take on the Norwell Clippers for their senior night.
Can't wait for that game. Be exciting.
8 seniors on the varsity ice hockey roster, including senior captain, 100 points scored, John Polito. That game a 5:20 puck drop. Fanera in the corner. Drives in, step back Jay. Off the mark. Blue Devils charging in, finding the lane, laying it up and in. Number 15, Tachadius Simon, senior. And I apologize if I am mispronouncing any names. Please let me know. If I am, I will attempt to fix my pronunciation.
Green Wave's a little clumsy with the basketball. Gotten a couple of turnovers off passes.
Drew Donovan into the game. Williams running the point for the Blue Devils. Long three off the back of the rim and out. Blue Devils grab the board. 3:37 to go. First quarter, 5-5. McGuire works his way in, spinning. His shot doesn't fall. Out of play off of Norwell's number 24, Evans Apaya. Very low scoring, Joe. A little bit uncharacteristic of the Green Wave. Although, historically, they do start a little bit slower in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's a little bit slower than usually how slow they start. I mean 5-5, but I think once they warm up a little bit, start to get hot, we'll see a high-scoring game.
Nuttall gets tripped up. Nifty pass behind the back, and a foul is called. Green Wave heat up as you would think they would. Slow in the first quarter. They turn up the heat a little bit. They get it to a low simmer in the second. They get it to almost a boil in the third. The fourth quarter, the Green Wave offense is a full rolling boil led by Matt McGuire. Averaging about 12 points in the first quarter. Last check, 16 and a half-ish in the second quarter. 18 in the third, and almost 20 points a quarter in the fourth. Number 11 at the line, Stevens Josine, the junior. Curtis Lucas Summers. Deshaun Leggett into the game for the Green Wave. Blue Devils have a 1-point edge, 2:50 to go in the first frame. Fanara finds Donovan far side. Randolph intercepts the pass. Williams lays it up and in. Looks like the Blue Devil to keep an eye on, Joe, is number 1, Anthony Williams Jr. Couple of big shots early in this one. Fanara to the corner. Donovan with a nice pass back to Fanara. Into the paint, his floater blocked. Fanara puts it back up. McGuire now finishes. Here's Williams for Randolph. Under 2 minutes to go. 1:55 in the quarter. Malik White able to regain his composure on the far side. Now it's Fabrice Salvant. Short 2. No good. McGuire goes up and gets the rebound. Fanara takes the open 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. The Blue Devil floater on the far side, no good. Curtis Lucas Summers with the rebound for Abington.
Both teams are kind of in a slump right now. Seems like they can't get anything going.
Scoreboard's been frozen for much of the first quarter. It's 8-7, Randolph on top. Make it 9-8, Abington with exactly 60 seconds remaining in the first frame. Corner 3, no good. Uncontested board for Deshaun Leggett. Leggett to the corner for McGuire. Rather, that's Tommy Fanara, who is clearly fouled. The ref's whistles do not blow. On the other side, quick layup, blocked. It was Matt McGuire who came up with the big block on the other side. Antoine Graham Jr. is going to come back in. Inbounded by Stephane Michel. Now it's Marquise White. Pass down low is tipped out of play by McGuire. 22.9 to go, first quarter. 9-8, Abington on top by 1. About 4 points below their first quarter average for the season. It's about a 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Williams backtracking. Works his way into the corner, a 3. Off the mark. Rebound tipped out off of, I believe they're going to say Randolph. The Blue Devils take a timeout. 3.8 remaining in the first quarter. It's 9-8. Joe, let's talk about the slow start. What do the Green Wave have to do to get the fire rolling?
I think they got to minimize those small mistakes. I've seen some passes that may have been thrown a little too high, too low, or into passing lane, or intercepted in passing lanes. Seems like that's causing some issues for them right now. But as far as defense goes, they're playing pretty solid. I mean, they're contesting a lot of shots and in those passing lanes.
Well, we talked about them heavily in our last broadcast here in the gym, Joe, but the 5 seniors on this team, let's talk about their accomplishments. Led, of course, by number 5, Matt McGuire.
Yeah, Matt McGuire, obviously everybody knows, 1,000-point scorer. I believe he's 3rd in all-time scoring list.
He's 3rd on the list now. He's chasing, he's got a couple more games to do it, actually, with the South Shore League tournament.
And he's a great passer, too. Next, Derek Nuttall. Great rebounder, great defender overall, good in the paint on offense. Then we have Matt D'Ambrosio, great defensive presence. Andrew McCluskey, great post player, a little flashy too. A lot of great seniors.
lest we forget about Joey Sala, who's had some big accomplishments for the team this year as well. First quarter has come to an end. It is 9-8 Abington leading the Randolph Blue Devils here in one of those games that got added at the last moment. We know how fast the schedules can change and have multiple times. Next week, the boys team has the potential to play here in the gym Monday, Wednesday, and possibly Friday. They are the second seed in the South Shore League tournament. Of course, we just got the information on the Fall 2 sports season, Joe, as they're calling it, and that includes, of course, football, among a few other sports, including track and field, volleyball.
I'm excited for football. Can't wait for that. It's a big event in Abington, of course.
Will certainly look different. We're still waiting on all the official rule changes from the MIAA.
Yeah, it's going to be weird to see because a common theme amongst all sports that have been allowed to play so far is they're trying to minimize contact. And, I mean, with football, it's like all contact. So we'll see how that goes.
There's a number of other things at play for football. Is first and foremost is a layup by McGuire, wide open passing lane. We're playing football outdoors because naturally that's just where you play football. Mm-hmm. It's going to be March, Joe. We've never played high school football. The first week of December is the last week that high school football plays during the year. It can get pretty cold out. But it's usually not snowing at that point in the year. Mm-hmm. March, we always seem to get a couple of storms.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I mean, especially if we have a couple of snow games, it's going to be tough for the Green Wave for sure. Do we know if they have to play with masks on?
We do not know anything yet. I would anticipate that they have to have a mask on the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, with hockey, they have to have the mask on, so I bet same with football. And, of course, basketball.
I would also imagine that, like old school running plays, like the power I formation, run it right up the middle, and you have this huge pile up of players trying to make the tackle. I would imagine something's going to be done about that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine. And then what's like the penalty for like if there is a COVID stoppage or something, like some sort of COVID rule violation? What would be the penalty? Like first down, 5 yards? What does that look like? I mean, I feel like football is definitely one of the more difficult sports that they're gonna have to add rules to.
We are going to find out all together, folks. First week of Fall 2 season, first week of March. We'll try to get as many sporting events out to you live on Abington's YouTube page. YouTube.com/AbingtonCam02351/live. Joe, do me a favor. tell all the folks out there watching this broadcast what they need to do while they're watching one of these fabulous live broadcasts.
So first they're going to bookmark the link. Okay, you're going to bookmark it. Then you're going to subscribe to the Abington Cam YouTube channel. Then you're going to like this video and every video, comment on it, let us know what you think. And then you're going to turn on post notifications so you'll never miss a game. And then you're going to share it with everybody you know.
That's it. It's easy as that. A few simple steps, and you can watch every Green Wave basketball game. Freshman, junior varsity, boys, girls, Green Wave hockey. And that's just what we know so far. We're going to try to get football out to you guys live as well. If you missed the live broadcast, abingtoncam.tv is the place to go. On-demand video, live streams of our 3 cable access channels. Here's a big block for Derek Nuttall.
I wonder how the fans are going to work for that, too. Since it is outside, do you think they'd space them out for the football game?
So it's interesting. For soccer, the parents were allowed on the grounds, provided you registered in advance and you stood about 10 feet away from everybody else, wore a mask the whole time. So we did see a couple of parents for soccer season out there on the synthetic fields behind Abington High School. For football, you got to figure there's about 50 or 60 guys on the team.
Yeah.
That's a lot less feasible to have
And
any spectators.
I bet it'll be hard to say, like, oh, this person's family can come, but this
I'm
person's
imagining it would be similar to the way we're hearing that senior night for hockey might work, where only the senior parents are allowed in. But that would only be for the last game of the regular season. I don't know. We'll all find out. Athletic director, basketball coach Peter Serino does an excellent job keeping us informed of all the rule changes. You can follow him on Twitter at AbingtonAD. McCluskey with the big shot to put the Green Wave up 10. The Blue Devils have not scored in the second quarter. 5:29 to go in the second frame. Green Wave up 10. Of course, going back to football. Voice you hear on the PA system here in the gym. The one, the only Mr. Sean Riley will be back bringing you all the action along with Kevin Whalen. You can follow him on Twitter as well. I believe his handle is GreenWave02351.
And then going back to the game, I think whatever Coach Serino told them at the end of the quarter definitely worked. I think he told them to minimize those mistakes, and which they did, and now Abington has a 10-point lead.
Oh, we're only 2.5 minutes into the second frame of action. Green Wave have already scored 7 points. Randolph has not put up any in this second quarter. Green Wave, again, historically heating up in the second. They get it up to a high simmer in the third, and by the fourth quarter, they're just absolutely in a rolling boil. The South Shore League tournament is going to look very interesting. The Green Wave will host Mashpee, the Falcons, coming up to Abington on Monday the 15th. If they win that game, this is single elimination in the tournament, so any game could be the Green Wave's last in the tournament. If they win that game, they will face the winner of Rockland versus East Bridgewater, that game at Rockland High School on Monday night. Here's a 3 for Malik White. It's good.
Yeah, Malik number 2 seems to be quite the deadly shooter. I think he's hit 2 or 3 threes already for the Blue Devils.
The Green Wave beat the winner of Rockland versus East Bridgewater. They'll be in the South Shore League Championships. The only seed higher than the Green Wave is Middleborough. And the Sachems will take on the winner of Norwell versus Carver. That game on Sunday afternoon, the preliminary matchup. And they'll go on to face the winner of Randolph versus Cohasset. That rounds out the bracket. Should be an interesting first ever South Shore League tournament, Joe. Usually we're talking about the MIAA tournament and seeing if the Green Wave will make their way to the TD Garden. Here's a big block for Deshaun Leggett. Of course, the Green Wave reigning, defending state co-champions.
They also have a great shot this year at regaining that title. Well, keeping that title.
Well, we can say for certain that nobody's going to win the MIAA
Oh yeah. I should clarify because that got
tournament this year.
Yeah.
It's now the South Shore League tournament.
But they have a good shot at winning the South Shore tournament.
Derek Nuttall, offensive board, kicks out to Deshaun Leggett. Finera works his way in, dishes to Matt McGuire. His layup is good.
That's that great passing from number 3, Tommy Finara. Saw Matt McGuire right underneath the hoop.
What were you saying about assists in Tommy Finera, Joe?
He averages the most assists per game.
Because of passes like that. It's an 9-point lead for the Green Wave, 22-13, 3:05 to go, second quarter. Back underway here, 3:05 to go, second quarter, 22-13. Green Wave on top. Full court press for the Green Wave. The Blue Devils can't break it. Nuttall driving baseline, lays it up and in.
Him with a Euro step. We don't see a lot of that move at the high school level.
Blue Devils come away with it is Malik White. Offensive board and a putback attempt is good. 24-17. The Blue Devils starting to turn it on. They trail 7 here. The dish to Nuttall. out of play off of Randolph. McGuire to inbound, far side. 1:57 to go, second quarter. Leggett to McGuire underneath. Then the layup is good. (26-17), Green Wave on top. Williams to White, his three rims out. Antoine Graham with the rebound. Trying to dish Finera. It's good. Or rather, Drew Donovan streaking in. White spinning corner three is good. Fabrice Salvant, the junior on the three ball for the Blue Devils. Antoine Graham with the floater is good.
I believe he was looking for the foul call there.
Back and forth they go, Joe. Things heating up. 10-point lead, Green Wave, 30-20. Under a minute to go now. 54 seconds in the second quarter. Williams goes behind the back, finds a lane and some space. His floater is good. Blue Devils working the man-to-man defense. In for Nuttall. Bad angle is good. Great shot by Derek Nuttall. 25 seconds to go. The lead stands at 10 for the Green Wave. Three ball no good for Stevens Jacine, and a block is going to be called here against Antoine Graham Jr. Van Luling and Lucas Summers come back in. Matt McGuire and Derek Nuttall head to the bench. Shade over 12 seconds to go now here. Quarter number 2. Williams to the rack. No good. Tipped out by Donovan. Out of play. Two seconds to go. It'll be a catch and shoot for Randolph. Unsuccessful shot. The buzzer sounds. We're at the end of the second period. The second quarter, excuse me. 32-22. It's a 10-point lead for the Green Wave. Joe, your thoughts on the first half?
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from the Green Wave, and especially Derek Nuttall. I feel like he's having a phenomenal game so far. He's getting those rebounds, being aggressive on defense, and he's having a lot of great takes in the paint. We see him posting up, constantly getting nice layups, a couple good moves, Euro step. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from him.
Let's talk about the scoring, Joe. 9 points for the Green Wave in the first quarter. They have turned it on with 23 in the second quarter. What do you think sparked that surge of offense for the Green Wave?
Whatever Coach Serino told them at the end of that first quarter definitely made the difference. As soon as they came out, they were ready to go. They minimized those mistakes, little to no turnovers, and they just started passing, working that ball around, and that made the difference.
32-22 at the end of the first half. We're going to step aside, take a quick break, and bring you third quarter action right after this. I hate calling games like this.
Is the mic muted, or is it?
No, but I'm going to cut it out in post.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, this is tough to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it seems
It's a good game, but it's just like the Rockland one we did. Like, that was a horrible game.
Yeah. What, the girls?
The girls one, yeah.
Yeah. And this one's a little better. But, yeah, I agree. Well, at least the seats are better here. The seats
That's true.
are a whole lot better.
Is this... I don't know. I think I'm getting bored. Like, I've done commentary every single night, 6 nights a week for the last month.
Yeah, that could get boring.
Just getting bored. I got doubleheader tomorrow at UMass.
And then you got the 5.
And then I get potentially 5 next week. And Monday's a holiday.
So
crap, Monday's a holiday. I'm going to have to freaking work.
Do I get paid double?
I gotta ask.
Nah, I don't. But,
shit, I just thought of that too.
What holiday is it?
It's President's Day.
Oh.
It's vacation week. Damn it. Just put 2 and 2 together, Joe.
Yeah, I'm happy because I have the week off, and then it's good because like I'm just doing the 3 games and I have the rest of the day off, so it's like make a little bit of money, commentate, you know.
I hope they're at least early games.
Well, for Dartmouth.
No, for here.
Well,
all week next week.
Isn't there a double header on Tuesday for hockey?
2 different teams.
Okay.
Hello and welcome back into the campus of Abington High School for second half action between the Randolph Blue Devils and your Abington Green Wave. Once again, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, joined alongside Mayhem Joe Beaver. Joe, big lead for the Green Wave. 10 points coming into the third quarter, 32-22. They turned it up and put up 23 on the board in that second quarter. The Blue Devils have come out strong as well with that 3 to start off the bat here in the third quarter. They had 8 points at the end of 1. They had 22 at the end of the second. They have seemingly found a little bit of a stride in the offensive half of the court as well.
Yeah, it could be anybody's game right now. I mean, 32-25, and we just saw Randolph just hit that 3. And it looks like Randolph's coming in ready to go.
Layup, no good, but a foul committed down low, I believe, on Derek Nuttall. They say it's McCluskey down low, called for the hold. This is Stevens Jousina at the line for 2 shots, missing his first. Going on his second, 32-26. The lead stands at 6 points for the Green Wave. 7:15 to go, second frame. Short jumper for Nuttall. No good, gets his own rebound. Spin around attempt also does not fall. The Blue Devils come away with it. Deep 3 is good.
And just like that, Randolph has made it a 3-point game.
The range always impresses me, Joe, when we've got high school kids that are 5 or 6 feet beyond the 3-point line. We're talking like 30, 35 footers, well beyond NBA range even. These guys are hitting it with ease. Here's Matt McGuire, and he hits one.
Yeah, we can see number 2, Malik White. He's been I think he's drained 33s already. And he's put in work for the Blue Devils.
Driving the lane, the layup, off the glass and in. Anthony Williams for Randolph, 6.5 to go, 4-point game, 35-31. Entertaining one shaping up here. Fanara's floater bad angle, no good. Now a block. Williams has the putback attempt. Count it and 1 for Stevens Jousine. Opportunity to bring it to a 1-point ball game. The second foul called on Derek Nuttall. Drew Donovan comes in. Donovan, a guy, Joe, that really likes to wear his emotion on his sleeve. We've seen him throughout the season show frustration or be overjoyed at how the team is performing, depending on the night. Do you know Mr. Donovan?
Yes, I do. He's a very high-energy person, and you can see that translates onto the basketball court.
Does he have any siblings?
Yeah, older brother. I think he might have a sister. I'm not totally positive about that.
The reason I ask that is because, as you know, Joe, I also commentate UMass Dartmouth basketball, and on the Corsair women's team is a Donovan from Abington who is a senior in college but went to Archbishop Williams.
Another rebound from Derek Nuttall. He's getting a lot of work done underneath the basket.
That's Megan Donovan, if you've ever heard of Megan Donovan from Abington. Former Archie, Archbishop Williams High School.
It doesn't ring a bell, but maybe.
Some very athletic families hailing from Abington. Deep three, no good for Randolph. Antoine Graham Jr. Of course, we've got the McGuires, both Matt and Olivia, starting for Green Wave teams. We've got the O'Connells, the multi-sport athletes, the Roys, multi-sport athletes, among many others. Timeout called by Abington here, 4:29 to go, third quarter. The Blue Devils find themselves in the lead, 38-35. Entertaining one here tonight, as the Blue Devils have battled back from being down 10 at one point. They now lead at 3. Green Wave will need a big swing here to grab the momentum, Joe, and keep it for the remainder of the game. Blue Devils, it's been Anthony Williams Jr. and Malik White running the show. Fabrice Salvant has hit a couple of big shots, as has Stevens Jousine. Randolph the Green Wave will inbound it from the far side. 4.5 to go, third quarter. Green Wave chasing a single three. Matt McGuire picks the ball up, takes that three off the mark. McCluskey's pass intercepted. Blue Devils have it underneath. Fabrice Salvant couldn't handle it, out of play. Green Wave take over.
Green Wave's struggling to get anything going here. And it seems like Randolph's really turned things around. I mean, they were down 10 points at one point in the second quarter. Now they're up by 5.
Tommy Finera is going to come back in and try to stop these shenanigans. Offensive foul called on Antoine Graham Jr. Finera and Lucas Summers come in. Graham and Donovan come out. Williams takes the three, and it's good. Williams having himself a fine evening as the Green Wave find themselves in an 8-point deficit. McGuire misses the three. Floater on the other side for Randolph, no good. Salvant fouled. Falls off the rim, but he'll be at the line for 2 shots. Luggett comes in replacing McCluskey. Leggett underneath, trying to spin, finds a little bit of space and lays it up and in. Eight-point edge for Randolph. Joe, it's going to have to be a comeback for the Green Wave. They've not been in this position often this season, especially with their lineup for the most part intact. Fanera's layup a little bit too strong. Blue Devils come away with it. Floater off the mark. McGuire with the rebound. Up and down the court they go. McGuire goes behind the back. Finds a lane. Lays it up. No good, but he is fouled and will be at the line for 2 shots.
Green Wave still has plenty of time to turn things around here.
Shot might have been blocked. The Blue Devils have the loose ball. The 3 ball is good for number 23, Stephon Michel. McGuire can't corral the pass underneath. Now 3-on-1 and a converted layup for the Blue Devils. Joe, what's going on here?
Green Wave is not playing like themselves.
That was Marquise White, the freshman, finding the net. 12-point lead for Randolph. $1:30 to go, third quarter.
I'm surprised coach has not called a timeout yet.
I've never seen anything like this, Joe.
Yeah, it's unusual. I mean, it seemed like things were going so well, 10-point lead. All of a sudden, Randolph just really found their mojo, and they just went to town.
McGuire hits his first free throw attempt. Antoine Graham Jr. comes in replacing Curtis Lucas Summers. $1:18 to go, third quarter. It's an 11-point lead for the Blue Devils, 50-39 out of nowhere. They were down 10 at one point in this game, folks, and they now hold a 10-point lead as McGuire hits the second free throw. Joe, you're going to have to explain this. This game happening on Wednesday night. Wednesday is the full remote day for the Abington Public Schools. What's going on here? Graham Jr. with a beautiful layup through contact, and it's good. 8-point lead for Randolph.
Yeah, it's been very weird the way they've been scheduling things. I think it's just mostly due to the COVID stuff. It's unusual to have a game at this time, but I think it's just the only day that worked.
Corner 3 for the Blue Devils. This one rims out Antoine Graham Jr. with the rebound. 25 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. 8-point lead for Randolph. McGuire, offensive board. Put-back attempt. No good, but he's fouled on the way up. He'll be at the line for 2 shots.
It's important that he hits these because it'll put him in a good position to start the fourth quarter.
Misses his first attempt. Do you now think about missing and getting an offensive board, putting it up for 2 points?
Perhaps. It'd be kind of difficult to do, but, with Matt McGuire's size and Derek Nuttall underneath, possibility he could do it.
Well, he nails the second one. Mike Van Luling comes in, replacing McGuire. 19.3 to go. I'm sure it'll be a quick break, and we'll see Mr. McGuire out there to start the fourth. 7-point lead for Randolph. They're going to go slow with this here at the end of the third frame. Williams kicks it out to Marquise White. Randolph called for the travel. Green Wave take over with a little bit of time, Joe. They're going to send Matt McGuire back in to take a potential last shot. McGuire parks himself near the 3-point line. 6.5 seconds to go, third quarter. Fanara finds McGuire. He takes the shot. No good as the buzzer sounds. End of the third quarter, Joe. 50-43. The Blue Devils, out of nowhere, have a 7-point lead. After being down 10 at the start of that quarter, really turning it on, and we're going to have to see a comeback for the Green Wave if they want to have a chance here against the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and something I would like to see in the fourth quarter, which Green Wave has not done yet, but Randolph has, is the full court press. We've seen it a couple times for Randolph for a couple minutes, but they haven't had it for that long. But I'd like to see maybe just Green Wave try to slow them down a bit, make them maybe force some passes and force some turnovers.
Fourth quarter ready to get underway. 50-43. 7-point lead for the Randolph Blue Devils, who were down 10, charging all the way back in that third quarter. Certainly won that third quarter. And off with a 7-point lead. Malik White, who has had a big part to do with the Blue Devils' performance tonight, adds another 2 to his total. Fanara to Nuttall in the paint. Back to Fanara. McGuire takes the open 3, and it's good. If there's one lesson to be learned, Joe, that teams have not learned over the last 4 years, it's you can't leave Matt McGuire open beyond the arc. If he has even a foot of space, he's got all the room he needs to hit a big shot.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just a great shooter and a great player overall.
Back within 5 now, 52-47, 7:05 to go. It's going to be Deshaun Leggett, Antoine Graham, Matt McGuire, Tommy Fanara, Derek Nuttall on the floor for the Green Wave. Nuttall gets the inbound pass, not cleanly, but spinning with it and pirouetting it. It falls.
Yeah, it's something Derek Nuttall, number 11, is really good at, is that footwork in the paint and posting up, using that size and his footwork to really just get underneath and get those nice, easy layups.
Pass intercepted by Nuttall. 2-on-1 for the Green Wave. Laying it up and in is Fanara. Timeout called by Randolph, 6:23 to go. Joe, the Green Wave have come storming back. They were down 8. Now they're down 1, 52-51. Have you ever seen anything like it?
This has been like the most back and forth game I've seen by Abington. I mean, we've had shootouts before where they go for tit for tat and stuff like that, but this is like one team has a 10-point lead, they lose it, other team gets like a 10-point lead, and it just goes back and forth. And it's just, I guess, whoever can have that lead and that momentum at the end of the game is going to come out on top.
Ebbs and flows, Joe. Ebbs and flows. We've seen it this season for the Green Wave. Tonight's game just a microcosm of that. I've not seen the sophomore number 3, Lenny Tangishaka, tonight for the Blue Devils. I think we get a toss-up going into the last 6:23 of who our player of the game is going to be for Randolph. It's going to be one of two, either Anthony Williams Jr. or Malik White. A couple guys in the conversation for the Green Wave as well. The next 6:14 will determine it. Malik White down low, lays it up, no good. Matt McGuire with the rebound. And the block shot. One hands it up to Fanara. He finds some space. Tried to dish it to Nuttall on the other side of the bucket. The Blue Devils have it. Malik White able to recover. White charging in. His pass intercepted by Deshaun Leggett. Here we go. It's Fanara. One-handed layup is good.
Some costly turnovers for both teams. Went back and forth.
Green Wave back in the lead, 53-52. You got to imagine, Joe, if that was Derek Nuttall in on that break, the basket might have come down from the ceiling.
Yeah, he's dunking that every time.
Shaq style. Break the backboard. A 3 for Williams. Rims out. Antoine Graham unable to get the rebound. It's Stevens Jousine. Now the Green Wave come away with it. Fanara's layup no good. A block called on the Blue Devils. Green Wave starting to find it, Joe.
Yeah, it's looking great. I mean, playing good defense. Abington's now in the bonus, so that's a really good thing. Might be enough to get them this win.
.5:13 to go, 2-point lead. Finera good on his first attempt. Make it 2 of 2. Tommy Finera, let's not forget about his accomplishments in his Green Wave career. Still a junior, but Joe, it takes a lot to be named a junior captain. And that is exactly where Tommy Finera finds himself, with a captainship with 2 years to go in his career. Talk about his contributions to this team and why you think he deserves that C.
You know, obviously we've talked about his passing ability, but not only that, you know, other than just being able to distribute the ball, he can shoot, he plays great defense, and he really does a great job as point guard for the Green Wave. He's also a leader, too. I see a lot of his teammates, you know, they look to him, and I think that's another reason, you know, he has that captain name.
Big swing in favor of the Green Wave, 57-52, they lead it. It's going to be out of play off of Abington.
Green Wave is very frustrated with that call.
Joe, we've seen games with ebbs and flows before and big point swings. From the moment this game tipped off, Abington went on a swing. Then they took their foot off the gas, and Randolph went on a swing. And then it reversed, and Abington went back with the momentum. Then Randolph took back over. This is just since the opening, I'm going to say the opening tip-off, but since the opening tip-off, this game has just been a wild roller coaster.
Yeah. I mean, both teams, though, really putting in a lot of work, though. And you got to respect that. Anytime they were down, they just...
3-ball is good. That cuts it back to a one-possession game.
Anytime they were down, they just kept trying to get back in it. That goes for both teams.
Graham, floater, no good. To White. Out of play. I want to thank you for watching this game and every game here from the Abington High School gym and over at Rockland Ice Rink on the YouTube page of Abington Community Access and Media. Matt McGuire charging baseline, lays it up and in, 59-55. Timeout Randolph, 4-point edge for the Green Wave. I want to thank you for watching this stream and every stream here from the Abington High School gym and over at the Rockland Ice Rink on the YouTube home of Abington Community Access and Media, youtube.com/AbingtonCam02351/live, freshman, junior varsity, varsity, boys, girls, ice hockey. Doesn't matter. It's all available live on youtube.com/AbingtonCam02351/live. Joe, there is a checklist, like a 10-part step list that the folks need to do when they're watching one of these games. It takes no effort. You don't even need to leave the page you're on. There's a share button right there. Tell the folks what they need to do.
So while you were on the page, right, the Abington Cam YouTube, you were going to subscribe. You're going to like. You're going to turn on post notifications. They're all right within each other. You know, there's a thumbs up. Hit that. It's real easy. It's a couple clicks, you know. Then, if you feel like it, leave us a good comment, you know. And then you're going to bookmark the link. I can't remember if I already said that one, but
you can bookmark it twice.
Yeah, why not? Have 4 bookmark. Put it on your desktop if that even possible. Just pull it up anytime, and you'll never miss a game.
If you do miss a game, folks, you can go to abingtoncam.tv for on-demand video live streams of our cable access channels, playback schedules if you want to have a socially distanced watch party for one of the Green Wave games. Bulletin board information. AbingtonCam.tv is the place to be. Back at it tomorrow night over at the Rockland Ice Rink senior night. The Norwell Clippers will take on the Green Wave.
Great ball movement there by Randolph.
59-57. Should be a good finish.
Yeah, it's really coming down to the wire.
I believe we'll also have a junior varsity boys basketball game tomorrow evening here from the gym. That part of the South Shore League tournament. Williams, 2 no good. Matt McGuire with the rebound. 3 minutes to go. 4-point lead, for the Green Wave, 61-57. Green Wave in the bonus, and it is having a big effect here as the Green Wave are capitalizing on any and all free throws. Deshaun Leggett putback attempt is good.
That was a great heads-up play. Got that rebound and went right back up with it.
Malik White draws the contact. He'll be at the line for 2. Well, again, folks, if you want live up-to-the-minute scheduling information, any games that may have been added or postponed last minute, Twitter is the place to get that info. Follow at Abington AD, the official Twitter account of athletic director and head basketball coach Peter Serino. Might want to park yourself there for the coming week, as next week kicks off both boys and girls and hockey South Shore League tournaments, all varsity. Beautiful reverse layup there. I believe that was McCluskey for the Green Wave, 65-58. We've got games confirmed on Monday and Tuesday. However, rumblings of a snowstorm coming on Monday and Tuesday. So those games might change. If the boys Green Wave varsity team wins on Monday, they play Wednesday. They win Wednesday, they play Friday. Hockey tournament kicks off Tuesday. Green Wave win Tuesday, they'll play Thursday.
Lots of possibilities.
Moral of the story, right next to the youtube.com/AbingtonCam02351/live bookmark. Just bookmark twitter.com/AbingtonAD. They go hand in hand. The two sites really do work together.
Absolutely. I mean, you'll never miss a game. You'll always know the schedule. All you have to do is just bookmark both. And while you're at it, subscribe, follow, like, retweet if you're on Twitter.
Good steal off the inbound pass for McGuire. And his layup is good. 7-point lead for the Green Wave, 67-60. Buck and a half to go. Seems as though, Joe, not want to jinx anything here, but the Green Wave have that big momentum swing that we were talking about. Whoever gets the last one is going to be the ultimate victor of this game. Graham finds Finera off the glass and in. Or McCluskey, rather. McCluskey putting himself together a fine evening. 1 minute to go. 9-point edge for the Green Wave. Travel called on Randolph. .50 ticks to go. 9-point lead for the Green Wave. 3-possession ball game. In a game that has seen a lot of swings, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just back and forth all game long.
First quarter ended 9-8. Since then, it's just been a roller coaster. Glad to have you all along for the ride. Here's Tommy Fanera handing off to Antoine Graham. Now it's McGuire. Back to Fanera. 30 seconds to go. Out of play off of Randolph. Fanera sends it into Antoine Graham. Abington trying to waste out a majority of the clock. Randolph is not fouling because that would put Abington in the double bonus, and they're a very good free throw shooting team as Antoine Graham hits the 2. Now Derek Nuttall with it. Shot clock off the foul. On Derek Nuttall stops the clock with 9.2 to go. Shot clock is off. 11-point lead for the Green Wave.
Just like that, I think Green Wave will be securing this win.
Get on his first attempt is Marquise White, the freshman. Van Luling, Curtis Lucas Summers come in. Fanera and Antoine Graham come to the bench. 9.2 seconds to go. 10-point edge for the Green Wave. This one just about over. McCluskey and Nuttall come out as well. Doug Hemingway in for the Green Wave. Randolph to inbound, 2 of 2 from the line, 71-62. The score, 6 seconds to go. Last second layup attempt, no good, and a last second foul is going to be called. Is that Hemingway down low? That was Jack Robbins, number 21, called for the contact. 1.1 seconds to go. Good on his first attempt is Josiah Osuji. Misses the second. Rebound to the Green Wave. The buzzer sounds. Joe, what a ride.
Yeah, that was a great game. I mean, like we said, just back and forth all day long. And, I mean, you got to give it to the Green Wave, though. They had a great performance. And I think they really tightened their game up in the last quarter, and that made the difference.
Well, Matt McGuire, 24 points, 16 rebounds leading the way. Andrew McCluskey with 12 points, 6 boards. Derek Nuttall, 10 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double for the senior co-captain, Tommy Fanera, with 9 points and 4 dishes. Antoine Graham, 8 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Joe, you got to pick one of those guys to be the player of the game. Who's got your pick?
I'm going with number 11, Derek Nuttall, senior, because I believe, he had some amazing footwork in the paint.
Double-double, 10 points, 10 boards.
Yeah, great defensive presence, too. I mean, did a phenomenal job.
Well, for the Blue Devils, I think it's going to go to Anthony Williams, Jr., the senior, leading the scoring for the Blue Devils. Joe, do you agree?
Yeah.
Well, the final score, 71-63. A roller coaster of a game coming to an end with Abington victorious over the Randolph Blue Devils. For everyone here at Abington Community Access and Media, my broadcast partner, the one, the only, Mayhem Joe Beaver, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. We will see you next game.